Yes, I sleep with my glasses on. Hello, everyone. Hello. How are you doing today? I'm not actually sleeping, no. Well, we're going to talk about sleep. We're going to talk about sleeping too much. What happens if you sleep too much? Okay, we kind of talked a little bit about this during my Sunday live stream that I did. And there was a comment about sleeping a lot, so I thought I'd talk about that here because it's something that we all need. We all need sleep, just like we all need food, we all need water, we all need rest, we all need relaxation, we all need some sleep. Okay, so I'm going to talk a bit about that. I'm talking about my own experience with that, and please feel free to share yours as well. Ugh. The hair I was sleeping on. Yuck. Anyway, so yeah, I myself have slept quite a bit in the past. I no idea what. Oh, there it is. Okay, I slept quite a bit, overslept, and a lot of times I will say this: when people oversleep, there's numerous causes for this. There really are. This can be related to not getting enough vitamins and minerals in your diet, not being able to have proper nutrition that actually is fuel for your body. That is one cause. But also another one is just the unsatisfaction with the life, pretty much. When you feel unsatisfied with life, then you just sleep all the time. You have no motivation to keep you going. You have no motivation to make you do things instead of sleeping. Now, sleeping is a wonderful way to rest your mind and your body. I always recommend, just like eating, not sleeping all in one sitting, okay? To sleep less at nighttime and take more periodic naps if possible. You should think of it like eating food. Do you just eat one big meal and that's it? You call it there and expect not to be hungry for the rest of the day? No, of course you don't. Or what about do you eat multiple meals a day and then you feel better? You feel more energized. You feel, better there. So that's kind of how I try to view it. And I've noticed that after I eat a meal, usually after lunch and after dinner, primarily after lunch for the most part, like in the afternoon, 1 to 2 p.m., which is about common for a lot of people, begin to feel very tired. So I take a very brief nap. To most people, they don't even know what a nap is. What is a nap? How do you define a nap? Define that right now in your mind. What is a nap to you? Okay? Do you have that duration in your mind of how long a nap is? Okay? Let me know how long you think a nap is before you continue here, because I'm very curious to know. And I'll tell you, a nap, here's the answer. A nap is 20 minutes or less. Yes, a nap is 20 minutes or less. That may not seem like hardly anything. Like, how can you feel rested after just that short amount of time? Well, I will tell you this. I'm someone who, my primary form of work and job is on my computer. I'm on the computer a lot, okay? Technology, I diss on it all the time. I know that I do, but I am on the computer a lot because of the type of work that I do. So my eyes get fatigued, my eyes get strained, I get tired because of being on the computer and looking. My posture may not be the best because I'm on the computer all the time. So I need to occasionally take a break. So I take a break. I usually lay down, or I can show you what else I do. And this can help. This can be like a form of meditation as well, because it is kind of like a meditative state where I go in. So I don't know if you can kind of see how I kind of am here. So my here are my legs here, so I kind of get them up like so, and then I put a pillow between, like right here, so my arms are resting on the pillow, and I kind of do like this with my eyes, both hands. Okay, So I do that, and that helps relax my eyes because I put the palm in my hands and it gets it warm. And again, that's largely due to me working on the computer. If you don't work on the computer, then you probably won't have that type of eye strain, and you may not really need that. But it is very, very useful, I must say. It really is. So I do that, and again, it is like a form of meditation and relaxation. So I end up having, like, how do I describe it? Like, the stages of sleep, your sleep cycle that you have. When you do that kind of nap there, you usually go into a deeper form of sleep, which is why I end up feeling more well rested after a short nap than I do hours and hours of sleep. Okay? So that's like my primary way of trying to do it. Now, I've tried really hard to lower down the amount of sleep at nighttime, but I've noticed pretty much like 6 hours is the average that I get for the most part. 6 hours is what my body needs, it seems. So I could go to bed at 2 and wake up at 8 feeling pretty good. But if I go to sleep like at midnight, usually I will wake up usually I don't go to sleep at midnight. Usually it's probably closer to 1. Then I'll wake up around 7. Okay, it all depends. Ideally, I would want to wake up earlier. I wouldn't want to sleep that long because honestly, because of how my schedule is, I wouldn't want to sleep at all. Okay, honestly, in being completely honest, I really wouldn't want to sleep for at least that many hours. If I need a break, from the computer every now and again, 20 minutes is fine here and there every few hours. That's fine. I just haven't been able to really do that type of schedule. So I'd rather not sleep hours and hours and hours and waste my night away when I could be working on a project. Yes, I'm that particular. I'm that particular. But anyway, so when people sleep too long, I know I have in the past for like 8 to 12 hours. I mean, I remember waking up in the afternoon, like at 1 or 2 p.m. back in my childhood days when I was like a teenager, rather. Very unhappy time. So you kind of sleep because you don't want to deal with life. Because I can tell you this, when you're feeling depressed and you go to sleep and you wake up, you feel pretty good for a moment, and then you have all those memories come back of why you're upset and why you're depressed, and it's like, oh, I don't want to wake up. I understand that, but you got to get up and move and do something. You can't just lay there all the day and waste your time away, because that ends up making you feel worse, I'll tell you that. Would you rather have a life of accomplishment or a life of just lounging around and sleeping and not really doing anything? That's what I say. That's why I'm always busy, I'm always active, and I'm always doing something, because it's fun to me. So if you're sleeping too much, understand the reasons why, and just get to the root of that, and just try to understand and have a purpose so you can wake up and get something done and work on something. Okay? So I'm going to actually read some of your comments in the previous video here. We will see what you've left. So the previous video was about why I never stop learning. Okay? Let's go ahead to it. All right. Why I never stop learning. So Dario says, I'm getting to a point in my life where I'm learning that I might be wrong, and that's okay. Coping with my fear of failure and pushing through darkness until I see the true beauty of my potential and see myself how I always was, and how I feared, though I was in a second thought I come to closure that I was just a nightmare. It can't hurt me anymore. So I kind of butchered that a bit. I had a hard time reading that. I'm sorry about that. But yeah. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah. Figuring out that we're not always right, that we are wrong. Then, yeah, very, very good. Shadow says, I like to relax, and due to medication, I sleep a lot. There we go. We just talked about that. I'm schizo-affected. If I don't take these heavy meds, 2 pills before night, in about a month, I will go crazy. As happened many times before, finally ended locking up in a mental ward. I'm very, very sorry to hear that. So yeah, when I'm not relaxing my mind with games, music, shows, I'm actually learning on Khan Academy, currently math. Okay, well, I've never heard of that, but I'm glad you like math. That's awesome. Well, thank you for sharing that as well, because it takes a lot of courage to share those personal details. So thank you for sharing that. I'm sure there's plenty of other people who have been through that sort of situation there, and it's really sad. Okay, from Scotty. Learning is racist. Oh my gosh, Scotty, you are so right. Why do people learn? It's so racist. We should just ban learning altogether. People should be as smart as me. It comes naturally. The Lizard Queen says, need to catch up on your videos. Forgot how soothing your voice is. Oh my gosh, my soothing voice is racist. It's how you make me think. I tried to learn every day, but anxiety and depression hasn't helped. I'm a published independent author, but I haven't been writing much lately. Love learning more writing reference-related material, related information to help me grow as a writer. I have over 100 ebooks to learn from. Additionally, a giant writing toolbox on my Pinterest. I try to add to it daily when something is of value in articles or images. Right now, I need to get back to writing and reading daily. The only thing that doesn't make me feel bad is conversation I had right now. A conversation I had with Annie Rice at a book signing. I had read an article that a professor told her during college days that if she doesn't write every day, you're not a writer, and how deeply it hurt her. She was very adamant that when I spoke to her about that not being true and gave me some encouragement. I'll try to be diligent in learning daily in writing. Thank you for the extra nudge. Well, that is awesome. It's about being busy. It's about staying active, but you don't want to overdo it. Remember that. You don't want to overdo it. Cindy says, just want to let you know that your last live video really helped me out. I gotta say, busy to get my mind off stuff I don't want to think about, and also to stop procrastinating. Thank you. Well, I'm very glad that I could help you, Cindy. The other thing is, you gotta stay busy. Yes, but within reason. You don't want to overdo it, okay? You really don't. You don't want to overdo things and feel awful, okay? You don't want to overwork yourself. There's a limit there. You have to find that limit, okay? I know my limit is I need to keep a to-do list, and even if I'm not working on that to-do list, I can tell you this, just having the to-do list of things that I know that I have to do in the future or the next day or whatever helps me out. Even if, like right now, I have some things on my list that I'll be doing right after I'm done recording here. And guess what? That helps me out, just knowing that I have that to do versus not having anything, okay? Even if I don't even do those things after this, just knowing that it's there, I like that, okay? Well, I'm gonna go back to bed now. You can't ever sleep too long. Oh, I took a nap for 14 minutes. Okay, that was it. Sleeping is racist. All right, that was it. I'm going to head off here now. You all take care. I had a nice day with my sister today. Yeah, and I have some other work I need to do, and then later be doing some other stuff. Okay? Yep, you all take care. I'll catch you later. Tell me about your sleep. Okay, bye-bye.